Hello students, welcome to our new video, and in this video we are going to discuss the first chapter of class 5 science, that is reproduction in plant. So what is reproduction? Reproduction is the process of producing young ones by the parents. Reproduction is the process of producing young ones by the parents. So in the plants, seed is the beginning of the new plant. In the plants, seed is the beginning of a new plant. So plants can reproduce through its seeds. Plants can reproduce through its seeds. Plants can reproduce through its seeds. So a seed has three main parts, that are seed coat, endosperm, and embryo. We will discuss all these topics one by one. So what is seed coat? The outer covering of a seed is called seed coat. The outer covering of the seed is called seed coat. Endosperm. The part of the plant that provides nourishment to the developing embryo is called endosperm. The part of the plant that provides nourishment to the developing embryo is called endosperm. Endosperm provides nourishment to the young embryo at the earlier stage of its development, when it is start developing. So what is embryo? Embryo is the baby plant. That grows into a young plant when it gets suitable condition. Embryo is the baby plant that grows into a young plant when it gets suitable condition. When an embryo gets sufficient water, sufficient nutrients, then it grows into a young plant. So the next topic is germination. So what is germination? Germination is the process in which an embryo grows into a young plant under suitable conditions. So, germination is the process in which an embryo grows into a young plant under suitable conditions. So, what is the suitable conditions for the germination? So, sufficient water, warmth, and nutrients. So these are the suitable conditions. These are the essential conditions required for the germination of plants, germination of an embryo into a young plant. So the word germination means development. The word germination means development. Development of an embryo into young plants. So the next topic is the dispersal of seeds. How the seed disperse. So what is dispersal of seeds? The scattering of seeds by natural agents is called dispersal of seeds. So the scattering of seeds by natural agents is called dispersal of seeds. So what are the natural agents? Wind, water, and animals are the natural agents that help in the dispersal of seeds. Like, let us take an example. We eat mango, and after eating all the mango, we throw the seed of the mango, and that lands somewhere and grows into a young plant, and that is called that whole process is called the dispersal of seeds. So many seeds are dispersed in different ways. Some are dispersed by wind, some are dispersed by water, and some are dispersed by water. Seeds that are dispersed by wind: cotton, calotropis, and dandelion. The seeds of the plants are dispersed by wind. Seeds that are dispersed by water are lotus and coconut, and the seeds that are dispersed by animals are gentium, cherry, and guava. So the seeds of these plants are dispersed by animals, the seeds of these plants are dispersed by water, and the seeds of these plants are dispersed by wind. So natural agents are helps in dispersal of different types of seeds of different plants. Now the next topic is vegetative propagation. So what is vegetative propagation? The process reproduction of plants through the vegetative vegetative parts of the plant are called vegetative propagation. In vegetative propagation, plants are reproduced through vegetative parts of the plant. So, vegetative parts of the plants are of different types, like stem, roots, leaves. So, plants that grow through stems are potato, and ginger. Plants that grow through roots are carrot, and radish. And plants that grow through leaves are bryophyllum. So, potato and ginger grow through stem, roots, carrot and radish grow through roots, and bryophyllum grow through leaves. So, the stem, roots and leaves are the vegetative parts of the plant. So, the next topic is crop. So, what is crop? Plants that are grown in large quantities and in large area are called crops. So the plants that are grown in large quantities and large areas are called crops. You have in the village you have seen that in large area a certain type of plant is grown. So that plants that are grown in large area are called crop. So the practice of growing crop is called agriculture. The practice of growing crops is called agriculture. Agriculture is the practice of growing crops. So the crops are divided into three categories. Crops are divided into three categories. First is food crops, fiber crops, and third is oil crops, oil producing crops. Example of food crops are rice, wheat, maize. These are the examples of food crops. Fiber crops are jute, cotton, and oil producing crops are mustard, soybean. So the food crops give food to eat, and fiber crops helps in fiber production, and oil producing crops helps in production of oil like the mustard and soybean, jute, cotton, rice, wheat and maize. So these are the examples of different type of crops. So on the basis of the season, crops are divided into two categories. On the basis of the season, crops are divided into two categories, that is Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Rabi crops are grown in winter, and Kharif crops are grown in summer. Examples are wheat, cabbage, cauliflower, etc. Example of Kharif crops are rice, maize, ज्वार, बाजरा, brinjal, etc. So the crops that are grown in winter are called Rabi crops. Examples are wheat, cabbage, cauliflower, etc. So the crops grown in summer are called Kharif crops. Examples are rice, maize, jowar and bajra. So to maintain the health, we need to grow healthy crops. So what are the healthy crops and how to get the healthy crops? So different stages of growing healthy crops are first stages of healthy crops. First is plowing. The first step is plowing, and the second is adding manure. Third is sowing the seed. Fourth is irrigating the field. And fifth one is adding pesticides. And the last is harvesting. So the first stage of growing healthy crops are plowing, second is adding manure, third is sowing the seed, fourth is irrigating the field, and fifth is adding pesticides, and sixth one is harvesting. So these are the 6 stages of growing healthy crops, and these stages should be adopted to grow healthy crops. So your chapter is totally completed. You have to revise all the topics that I have taught, and till then, see you soon in the next video. Till then, goodbye.